The life cycle of a butterfly. This lesson focuses on the concept of metamorphosis and is introduced following the sequential stages of the life cycle of a butterfly, and will follow the components of the SIOP model. The focus class represents a group of second grade students with diverse home languages, consisting of 5 Spanish-speaking students, 1 Urdu-speaking student, and 6 Mandarin-speaking students with varying levels of English language development, ranging from entering to expanding. The goal of this lesson is to promote pragmatic competence to guide students to develop and practice academic and social language in context. Students will be actively engaged through a series of activities outlined through clear language and content objectives. Such objectives considers the appropriateness for students' grade level, prior knowledge, and adaptability to all ability levels. Students will be presented with photographs of their teacher showing 4 stages of his or her life cycle, which is not shown. The pictures presented will be from infancy, adolescencehood, teenager, to adult. This warm-up activity will activate schema and provide students with the opportunity to make personal connections to metamorphosis. Students will be strategically paired with home language partners or their push-in ENL teacher depending on availability. They will then participate in a See, Think, Wonder activity with key vocabulary words for lesson, along with visuals in their home languages. Students will make the connection that all living things go through changes. This will be discussed and charted by the teacher as a whole class while guiding student language and vocabulary. Students will then watch a video of a National Geographic Kids read aloud focusing on the life cycle of a butterfly. Activity 1 will consist of students actively participating in a brain pop video as a whole class. Students will participate in the whole class quiz provided, highlighting sequential stages of metamorphosis, key vocabulary definitions, and comparing and contrasting other living things introduced in the video that experience metamorphosis. Activity 2 will consist of partner work. Together, students will complete a vocabulary word sequence activity identifying the 4 phases of metamorphosis. This activity will promote recollection skills and provide students with the opportunity to effectively use oral language in context. Activity 3 provides the opportunity for independent work, depending on student level. Individually or in their home language pairs, students will complete a graphic organizer depicting the 4 stages of metamorphosis. This will be leveled appropriately using pictures and/or sentences. Students will be provided with differentiated work practicing previously taught sequential words. First, next, then, last. Students will connect previously taught words to newly learned vocabulary, providing an opportunity for scaffolding language growth. Here are the differentiated activities. Entering and emerging students will cut and paste pictures in the sequential order of the life cycle of a butterfly. Students will be encouraged to say or write what each stage represents, depending on level and comfortability. Transitioning students will draw and provide a brief description of each sequential stage in the life cycle. Expanding students will have a guided reading and writing opportunity and will write the sequential stages of the life cycle guided by the cut and match activity provided. As an extension, students will have the opportunity to match sequential sentences to pictures with key vocabulary words. All students will be welcomed and encouraged to expand their knowledge by completing the next leveled activity. As the activities come to a close, teacher and students will reconvene at the meeting area to participate in a discussion verbally recalling what they have learned about metamorphosis. Students will be encouraged to activate schema and make connections regarding the entire lesson. Teacher will then use the collected student work as informal assessments in order to plan the next lesson.